This video is going to show you how to
import an Excel
update
file
the project
into
tasks
a
that you have
Microsoft
already
project
put
file.
into Microsoft Project
So we're starting off
and
with the
complete the
center
rest of this
screen.
project.
Your screen
To
does
start
not
off with,
look,
we're going to go to the
like
Projects
this.
menu
You may only
option,
have
the
access
Project
and
Information
project
submenu
identified. We're going to go ahead and
process.
open up Microsoft
We're going to change the
Project.
date and make it June 3rd, 2019.
As we
That
do
will
so,
ensure that our
it
project start date
sometimes takes a few
is set to
seconds
start on
come
that
up.
date,
We have
and
to
all
enter our
calculations will
username
be
and
made from there.
password.
The second thing we want to do is to create our subtasks based on our 7 major
And
tasks. So
then
let's
we
go
should
back over
come
here to our
the
instructions,
opening
and it
screen
says you
of
should have
Microsoft
7 major
Project.
section tasks that are the subtasks fall within. So to do that, we're going to come back over here. We're going to highlight
Okay, from
underneath
here, we're
Start
going to
Project,
go to
because Start
File.
Project is
We're going to go
a
to
major
Open,
task.
Browse.
We're going to highlight
Then we're going to
initiating
go to the
tasks
location
all the
where
way
you
down
downloaded
to Charter
the Excel
Sign.
file.
We're going to come back
Then
up
go over
here
here
to
to
the
the
task
Busi
menu option and
Under
then hit
projects
the
and change that
indent
from projects to Excel
button.
workbook.
We're
And
going
you
to do
should
that
see
all the way
software
down
training tasks
for,
identified.
to create
We're going to open that file
our
up,
major tasks
and we should
and
be
identify
taken to
all
this
of our
import wizard.
subtasks.
At the first screen, we're going to go ahead.
This
and
way,
click
this will
Next.
help us
We're going to create a
set
new
the
map
correct dependencies within
as a new
our
project.
project. Only have a few more to
We're
go.
only going to be importing tasks
There.
and we do not want to
So,
import
The Start
the
Project
headers.
and
Does not
End
include
Project
headers.
are actually
We're
milestones.
next.
It automatically
and
put
then the source
a
worksheet name is
excuse me,
sheet
that should not
1.
be this way. Initiating task
It
should
will
be a
automatically
major.
come
There
up
we go.
from the Excel file.
Start
of
Project and
1
End Project
over
are
here
milestones.
to
Milestones
Microsoft
are
Project
denoted in
field.
Microsoft
I'm gonna
Project
click here
with a
and
0-day
select
duration. And as soon as you
name.
do that, you'll notice that it created a little
And that's all we have
excuse
to
me,
do. Click Finish.
a diamond. Let's go
Voila.
down to the End Project
Here
and do
are
the same
all the
thing.
tasks that were in
Now we've got those two
the
set.
Microsoft Excel file. And we're good.
I suggest you go through this process
And that's it.
in a very simple manner by just putting 5 days duration in every subtask. So we're going to go back and modify this later, but let's go ahead and do 5 days, and let's see if we can't copy this cell. Oh, I only did it one at a time. Gosh, that's going to be... Okay, I'm just going to fly through here and do this through keyboard commands, which you can't see. So I'm just going to put this all together like this so that we have all the durations in place. And then we're going to link them all together. So this takes a few seconds. Okay, now that we've done all that, now we have to link these together. So everything's going to start off from the Start Project. Over here, there's a column called Predecessor. That means the task previous to the task. And this is how you define how all of the subtasks are linked together. We're going to go here and we're going to say this subtask on row number 3 has a dependency with the start of the project, which is June 3rd, 2019. We're going to press 1 because that's the row number and press enter. You'll notice how it automatically entered the start and finish dates. Before I go too far, I better do something very quickly though. I'm going to highlight all of the task names all the way through my project. A little too far. Okay. I'm going to do a right click and I'm going to set them all to auto schedule. That way, as dependencies are entered and linkages are identified, the dates will automatically start to auto calculate, And it will eventually, when we connect everything together, it'll give us a final end date that it calculates. So I'm going to go through and just identify that we're going to do this in sequential order first. So this has a dependency of task 3 and so forth. Now, be careful. We don't want to necessarily link the major tasks together here. We're going to link the subtasks, and they will drive the dates for the major tasks. So you notice that we entered all the durations and predecessors for all of the initiating task subtasks. And it came up that that's going to take us 30 days, starting on June 3rd and ending on July 12th. So when we come down here, we're going to link subtask to subtask. So the subtask to link develop WBS, which stands for work breakdown structure, is subtask number 8, not 9. Don't do that. And now we're just going to proceed forward. The next task is going to be linked to subtask number 10. Now we can just enter through here and make sure I can type in the numbers correctly. Okay, again, we're going to link subtask and you should see the dates flowing out as we go down through the list. Oops, this one, we had problems with this one in class. I'm going to just skip it right now. And I'm going to go down to this one, and this is 32, and then this one is 34. Oops, don't want to do that one. Got to skip over it. This is going to be 37. This is going to be 39, 40. And then this one is going to be, even though it's a major task, we're going to link it to the previous subtask. And this is our final day. Obviously, we have a gap here, right here, that we have to fix. So this should be 31. There we go. And now you see it flows out, and we have an end date of January 31st. Well, according to our instructions, we should have an end date of December 2nd, 2019. So we have to go through and make some adjustments. So I would submit we can go through this chart, and we can start identifying areas where we can reduce the duration and change the relationship between the predecessors. I'm requiring in this assignment that you have at least 5 dependency changes, which I haven't put in these instructions. I'll have to revise that later. So we need to take a look at this and identify, are there any relationships that we could do in parallel, essentially? Well, the first thing that we can do is we can identify an initial meeting with a sponsor doesn't take 5 days. That's a 1 day, it's an event, essentially. Also, I would submit that signing the charter probably is 1 day, that you can prepare ahead of time. So on June 3rd, you know you're going to put in your calendar and set up a meeting for July 2nd to have the charter signed by the sponsors and stakeholders. That's why we do this, so you can prepare ahead of time and you can set those relationships. I'm going to stop right now, and I will add another video of how to do the interdependencies.